Chris McCoy, followed by Molly, followed by Wes Speak.
Chris McCoy, 823 South Howard Street. I had a bunch of research that I was going to come in here and speak about, but Joe and Michelle really covered that part of it, so I don't really feel I need to go over that. I think what I want to express are three things, and I'm going to speak from the heart on this instead, which is, number one, there needs to be a sense of urgency. This needs to be treated as a natural disaster, and RCTC needs to take responsibility for that. I hear everyone talking very calmly about this, but there are people that are losing their jobs every day. There are people that are losing their businesses every day. And these are real people, okay? The lady that cuts my hair has lost her business. My neighbor has lost his job. RCTC needs to understand it's not just an engineering job. It's not just, well, we need to get it done as fast as possible. You need to take into account the people here, because the people of Corona are shouldering the burden for the entire Inland Empire. It's our lives. It's everything that we do. Now, I'm going to bring up a couple of points based on that. Number one is it's all about getting on the freeway. It's a challenge. There are people that are taking 1 to 2 hours to get on the freeway. And the reason is because the pocket lanes are being taken away.
Try to talk directly to the mic and to us, please.
The pocket lanes are being taken away. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to address it to RCTC.
I understand.
Too, so I know. The pocket lanes are being taken away. There are days on Main, there have been a couple. And again, I don't do this every day. I'm in sales. My wife has to handle this. My neighbor has to handle this. I'm actually here speaking for them. I don't have as much skin in the game. But some days they have to go up Main and go all the way around and take the Grand on-ramp. Some days they can take a left on Main. Some days they can't take a left on Main. Sometimes you have to make a U-turn. None of that's in the app. None of that's on the email. That's something RCTC is doing haphazardly when they feel like it to accommodate their build schedule, not the people that are in Corona. We need somebody to take leadership, either from RCTC or on this council, that's going to say, I'm the guy, or I'm the woman, and I'm going to make sure that every one of these ramps has got somebody there, has got something going on, so these people are taken care of. It's no different than the Northridge quake when the 5 got closed, okay? And all of a sudden, all these resources came out to make sure the old road was available and was basically a freeway. We need to have that type of mindset here, and we don't have it. And that brings me to my last point, which is, if we're going to treat this as an emergency, the first thing we need to do is stop the bleeding, which right now is this whole thing with Lincoln. If you're going to say, well, we're only going to close Lincoln every once in a while, but we are going to take away the pocket lanes, then they need to pay for somebody to be there, not to enforce. Our cops are doing a great job of enforcing, but the problem is enforcement pulls somebody over and then everybody watches them and it slows down more traffic. We need somebody there with a flag or with 2 flags or with a giant sign telling people when to go to stay out of the intersections. And we need that at Main, and we need that at Lincoln. We need leadership there. We need direction there. Not just the cops. They're doing a great job. And RCTC needs to be paying for that. They need to pony up, and they need to have their engineers go, we need to fix this problem. And that's what's not happening right now. We need leadership, and we need a direction, and we need it to be treated like it's an emergency. We need a sense of urgency from somebody, whether from council or from an engineer on RCTC or somebody. But please, please take this serious, because people are losing their jobs. Thank you.
Thank you. Molly, followed by Wes.